Oh, hello. I'm James Brains with the Brains Report. Today we're going to review the Roborock S5 Max robotic vacuum. First of all, I want to ask you to subscribe to the Brains Report YouTube channel. That will make it so we can build up our subscribership and maybe monetize it. And once we have money coming in, it makes it easier for us to make more and better videos for you. And plus, we're going to give a portion of the proceeds to help out important social causes such as the Equal Justice Initiative. I also want to let you know that I have tested dozens of robotic vacuums, and I have written about them for major publications. And the S5 Max is one of my least favorite. I'm doing a review just so you can know why you might want to avoid it, and I'll also give you some suggestions for robotic vacuums that might better fit your needs. So let's kind of look at what comes with this. It comes in a snazzy box with a helpful handle. I've been testing this vacuum for probably about a year now. I've just been using it for quite a while, on and off, as I test other ones. So it comes with a mat that's damp proof, and it attaches here. You're supposed to take the adhesive, it's got adhesive stuff on the bottom basically, and it's supposed to stick to your floor, and hopefully it doesn't damage your floor. I didn't bother putting it on because I hate robotic vacuum mops. There are very few that actually work well. Another thing I will cover later on in this review. Comes with a helpful manual. Comes with the mop mount and removable mop thing. Yeah, I think that's the proper name for it, a mop thing. That way you can take it off and throw it in the washing machine to dry off. Kind of a cool thing about the mopping function on this is you can use the app to adjust the water flow. Still doesn't do that great job of cleaning. And that's about it. It came with an extra brush to go on the bottom here. I don't currently have it with me, but just a good thing to know. That is a nice additional thing, because the main brush does start to, I guess, tire out, or it wears down. That makes more sense. It wears down, and so that's something you need to replace occasionally. I have already replaced it. Toss that out of the way. Okay, let's take a look at how the app works. It's got a pretty useful app that you can use to map your home. I'm actually going to turn the ring light off here so maybe you can see it a little better. Okay, where are we? This is the app. As you can see, it has created a map of my home. You can view the map and set no-go zones. One of the cool things I like about the S5 Max is that it creates a map instantly. It may not be the most accurate map right away. The more it runs, the more accurate the map becomes. But at least you can start setting no-go zones pretty much right away. It is able to map out your house with its cameras pretty quickly. You can adjust the power of the vacuum. Right now it's on max power. It also has turbo, normal, and quiet. We're going to keep it on high. And also you can adjust the water levels. We're going to schedule a cleaning right now. show you how to do that. Whoops. There we go. Schedules. Right now it's set to run the same time every day. We're going to adjust the time so you can actually see it start. We'll set for a couple minutes from now. There we go. And okay. And let's see, I don't think there's any other things. I like that you can adjust the level of suction. Or you can, let's see, where is it? Clean mode. Yeah, you can adjust the suction levels and yeah, mop level. You can do it so you could schedule different levels of cleaning for different times of the day. Pretty awesome, and you can choose to repeat every day. We've got that. Oh, save. I think I saved it. Yes, I did. Cool. So it should start in a couple minutes though. But yeah, that's how that works. Let's get this ring light back on. And I want to talk to you about the performance now. This vacuum does not get stuck easily, which is pretty great. It works well on hardwood. I like that it also announces everything that it's doing, and you can choose different languages. Sometimes I like to try Chinese because my son's just learning Chinese and it sounds cool. But he's not able to tell me what it's saying yet. He's only in first grade, and he isn't the best at Chinese yet. As you can, there it goes. We're gonna bring it back. Oh no. Ooh. It got to the tripod and it recognized it and stopped. But that's kind of how it runs. Anyway, I was getting into the performance of this bad boy. It does good at not getting stuck. It does good on hardwood, but it's bad on carpeting and corners. How do I know this? I tested it. I put all the vacuums I test through a battery of tests. I take a tablespoon of flour, a tablespoon of kitty litter, a tablespoon of coffee grounds, and a bunch of pet hairs. And I put each on 18-inch squares on carpeting and hardwood. And then I run them and for 2 cycles, and I compare before and after pictures to determine what percentage of the debris was picked up. So the results for this on hardwood, it got all of the pet hairs and coffee grounds and 95% of the kitty litter. However, it left behind about 20% of the flour. Again, that's still pretty good performance. On carpeting, it left a trace of kitty litter and left about 5% of the coffee grounds. Not bad. But it struggled with flour again. It only got 70% of the flour, and it left all of the pet hair behind. It didn't pick up any of the pet hair on the carpeting. And in corners, it came within an inch of the corner on hardwood. I pour out a teaspoon of flour in hardwood and carpeted corners, so that it comes out about 4 inches from the corner, and then I again run the vacuum a couple times to see how close it gets and how much flour it picks up. So on the hardwood, it picked up about 20% of the flour. Not very good, but it came within an inch of the corner. On carpeting, it didn't come anywhere close to the corner, and so it didn't really pick up anything. I'm not sure why it performed that way, but that's how it did. Even after 2 cleaning cycles, it just did not register the corner. This may not be a problem if you live in a geodesic dome. These were created by Buckminster Fuller. And there are these domes that don't have corners. It's just circular all the way around. If you buy this vacuum, you may want to consider moving into one so that you don't have to deal with corners, especially if you're going with carpeting. Another kind of negative is that this is fairly loud. It's not ridiculously loud. There are definitely louder vacuums out there, but it's still kind of loud. On the Max Plus, the maximum power, it was 68 decibels. That was holding my sound meter about 12 inches from the vacuum. And 68 decibels is a little bit quieter than a busy traffic. On the quiet mode, it was not as quiet as I would have liked. It was still at about 60 decibels, which is normal conversation. Another thing is, this is one of the biggest vacuums I've tested. I'm going to kind of show you here. If I hold it right, you can kind of see that there's this part that sticks up. That makes the overall height of this about 4 inches, which is one of the highest available. If you have low clearance furniture that's 3 inches or less, you'll probably, well, I mean, if it's less than 4 inches, and you want to clean under it, you'll want to go with a different vacuum. The thinnest is about 2 3/4. So yeah, most people this won't apply to. This is also 13 3/4 inches in diameter. But I just want to point out it has a pretty nice size brush though. A long brush is kind of nice because it means that it's making more contact with the ground and can kind of pick up more materials on a single pass. I wanted to show you there's this reservoir here for mopping. And you just put water right here and pop it back on. And under the lid here, you've got a dustbin. Mine's very dirty because I've been using this for quite a while. And there's a cleaning tool here that you can use for when hairs or something get stuck in the brush. You can cut through it and can kind of clean the filter with that there. Cool. Put it back on the charging. So let's get down to my recommendation. The MSRP for this vacuum is $600, but currently there's a coupon and you can get it for about $440 on Amazon. Still don't recommend it. If you're looking for an affordable vacuum that can mop well and also vacuums well, I recommend the Bissell Spinwave. I'll give links to all the vacuums I mentioned in the description below, so go ahead and check there if you want to learn more. The Bissell Spinwave has the best mop I've ever seen on a robotic vacuum, and it's very cheap. I think last I checked it was under $250. Excellent budget option. If you want something so the problem with the Spinwave though is you can't set no-go zones. You can't set different areas that you don't want to go into. If no-go zones are very important to you, the best that has vacuuming, mopping, and no-go zones is the Ecovacs T8 AIVI. This is a very expensive device though. It costs around $1,000 if you add the extras of the Pro mopping system, which is the second best mopping system I've tested for robotic vacuums. And if you add the auto empty station, which both additions I strongly recommend. The T8 AIVI also has home video surveillance. It's a pretty awesome option, but again, it's very expensive. If you're looking for something that's affordable, you don't care if it mops or not, and you don't care about the no-go zones, I'd recommend the Roomba i3 Plus. This has an auto empty station. I think it costs about $400 right now. The auto empty stations are awesome because the vacuum automatically empties its dustbin, so you don't have to worry about doing that. You just have to change out the dustbin bag every couple months. It's pretty low maintenance. I love the auto empty stations. But yeah, so that's my recommendation. If you have any other comments or questions, please leave them below. I check at least every 24 hours to see if there are any questions, and so I'll be sure to get back to you. And please subscribe. In the meantime, please take good care of yourself.